Like I understand how it feels. Like when you're trying to trade and you're trying to understand this market, you want to reach your goals. There's going to be obstacles around the way, but you cannot give up. You cannot give up on just trading because there's obstacles. Like there's always going to be obstacles. There's always going to be something, but you can't give up. You have to look at it like, okay, like if you lose, what are you doing wrong? Go back to your trading strategy. Look at your losses. Figure out what you're doing wrong. There's always something you can do. There's always something you could do. There's always a different route you can take. There's always a different way you can look at it. So there's always something you can do. Always. How can you prevent situations if you're losing too much of your money? How can you prevent that from ever happening again? There's always something you can do. Um, let me stop. Let me lower the lot size. Let me work on actually staying consistent. And being a consistent trader. There's always something you can do. Um, and the more that you're not complaining, the more that you're taking accountability for your mistakes that you did in the market, because when you're in this market it's just you. And the more that you're taking accountability for that, and for your actions, no matter if it's good or bad, that's how you go up. That's how you become a consistent trader. um it's about having that mindset that um I'm still going to put my best foot forward. I'm still going to be try to be the best trader that I can be. And that's the mindset you have to have. You have to constantly be dedicated to this. Like constantly. You have to demand this, into your life. I know it was a journey for me to get to this point. Um and you have to have this mentality when you come into this market that um I'm going to be very disciplined. You have to be very, very disciplined. You have to have that mentality. Okay, I'm not going to over leverage. You have to have a trading strategy. Like this is I know how it feels. This is why I'm trying to motivate y'all and do whatever I can. Um, but it's about not making excuses. Having accountability. Like success can happen to anybody. Being a full time trader can happen to anybody. Um, and it's just about your psychology, having that mindset that no matter what happens, um, I'm not going to give up on life. I'm not going to give up on trading. You know, so there's always something it can do. I want to increase your chances of winning in this market. This is why I'm giving you all everything that I have, so you can adjust to this, and you can add it to your game. Not blaming no one, taking full credit for the mistakes that you made. It's so important to become a full time trader. Understanding what the market likes to do, understanding structure. I'm gonna break it down in more videos about that. Um, but you want to do everything you can do. I want you guys to stay persistent and stay consistent when it comes to trading forex or anything that you want to do in life. You're gonna have ups and downs, uh, but um, you have to have a strategy. You have to find some way to get over that, because that's just an obstacle. And um, you have to find a way for that to never happen again. Okay, if something happened that was unpleasant, that happened to you in life, that wasn't that made you unhappy, how can you have to think, how can I make sure that never ever happens again? There's always something that you could have did. There's always something that you could have did. You could have took a different route. You could have did anything. There's nothing you can't do. And you just have to approach that situation like that. Especially when it comes to this market. You can do anything you want in this market, but you have to shift your thinking from um any to it is what it is to no, I'm going to take control over my life and over this situation. you know um and it won't happen again. It won't happen again. If you lose, you have to think like, if something happens that's bad in a situation, instead of playing a victim, instead of being like, oh, I wish I would have did this, I would have could have did that. No, go back and think, how could I have did this different and fix it? You know, there's a million solutions to everything. There's always a way around. Okay, so I want to reduce your chances of feeling that there's not a way around it. There's always a solution to everything, to all your problems. You know, you have to be in a healthy mindset, a healthy sense when it comes to trading. Okay, if you're not if you're not in a healthy mindset, then watch my videos, watch the forex, watch. There's plenty of forex traders out there. Watch them, and study them. I'm gonna do the best I can to help y'all. But you have to be very, very motivated. You have to be very, very disciplined. Like I said, there is no shortcut to this market. There's no shortcut to this market. You can't be greedy. You can't, because you only have like 700, 800 in your account, and you're trying to do like $2 lot sizes right off the gate. You're going about it the wrong way. Um, you're being greedy. You're over leveraging too much of your account. Lower the lot size. So it so don't depend on um nobody. Okay, I'm gonna let you know that you have to depend on yourself. You have to stay committed. There's no shortcut to being successful, to being able to um trade in this market. Like I would tell you, you have to be um, constantly um, in this market, um, constantly fully committed to being a successful trader. This is what it takes. You have to fully be committed to being a trader. It's not going to come overnight. There's no such thing as becoming rich overnight. No, you have to be consistent. You have to be patient and have a trading strategy. And by the end of the year, you can have 100,000. Now you have 100,000, 200,000, half a million, 50,000. Okay, now you come into the new year, 2023, with 50,000, 100,000. But it doesn't happen overnight. It comes from you taking action early in your life. You wanting to having a trading strategy early in your life. Then success comes. So, success is about action, about your mental, spiritually. Everything has to be aligned. You know, so this is very, very necessary. You have to treat this like your duty. You have to treat this like your job, um, and and have responsibility. Treat this with responsibility. I'm gonna keep helping y'all as much as I can. I just want you to stay positive, keep a positive mindset when it comes to trading. You know, and you know um things happen, but you can I want you to put all that shit to aside, and just focus on trading, focus on being consistent. um Anybody can become a successful trader. Anybody can. um so, as long as I'm trading, I'm going to make this my priority. As long as I'm here on this earth, I'm going to make this my priority to y'all to help y'all become to help break out your full potential, because you can. I want you to be able to live in your full potential. Like, this is not an option. This is a lot of y'all are in that situation where this is not an option. This is all that you have. This is You have to become successful. You have to become rich. So I understand how it feels. I understand how it feels. I had grew up without not that fortunate, and this was something that was not just an option to me. Like, oh no, I didn't have I have a silver spoon growing up. I still don't have it. So this is something that I have to fully be committed to. I understand this is something you have to fully be committed to. Being successful or having financial freedom, becoming a full time trader, is something you have to commit to. You can't take days. You can't take 5 months off, 2 months off, like you know. So Gang, it's my duty to be help y'all become successful traders. I'm gonna be fully committed every single day to help y'all. All right, gang.